Now at 4, improving your drive on the Northeast side. We've got new details on Operation Clear Path and when it'll finally be finished.
And we've got another balmy day, but it includes some evening rain and possibly some more rumbles of thunder in the forecast.
Plus, we've got you covered on the Combine from Lucas Oil Stadium and the Convention Center. Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News.
And we begin today at 4 with good news for drivers. Love to hear that. This is a live look at what is normally one of the busiest spots in the city, 465 and I-69, where today INDOT shared with us the plan to finalize all this construction on the Northeast side. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Dustin Grove.
And I'm Felicia Lawrence. Our Samantha Johnson is breaking down this update on the project that has been years in the making.
Clear Path 465 is designed to make the interchange at I-69 safer and more efficient. After all, it is one of the busiest interchanges in the state. But for 2 years now, it's been quite the headache.
People having to change their commutes. There's been some frustration, but things will start to open up and continue to open up throughout 2025.
By the fall, a new ramp from northbound 465 onto northbound 69, plus new pavement on eastbound 465, along with 2 new bridges at I-69. Natalie Garrett with INDOT says right now, the bridge work for the entire project is more than halfway done.
There's a total of 14 that are being either completely reconstructed or rehabbed.
Later this year, new ramps at Binford, 56th Street, and Allisonville Road will open. New interchanges at 82nd and 96th Streets onto 69 are also expected in 2025. INDOT slowly easing that commute and keeping you safe, too.
It's been a long construction project. We are just as excited to get this project wrapped up.
So drivers, you can expect most of the Clear Path construction to be done by the end of the year, with a few minor changes scheduled for 2026. On the Northeast side, Samantha Johnson, 13 News.
All right, so just a little more patience. The other big story we are following today is just down the street from us, the NFL Scouting Combine in downtown Indy.
Everybody's talking about it. Today was the first day that we heard from players hoping to hear their names called on draft night. Our Dominic Miranda was there and sets the scene for what's to come here on 13 News this evening.
Hey everybody, Dominic Miranda back here in downtown Indianapolis, the Indiana Convention Center, the site for day 2 of NFL Combine festivities. Behind me you can see reporters, they're from all across the country gathered around wanting to hear from players. This is the first day we heard from players and they actually hit the podium. As you can see if you walk with me this way, this was the scene all day long here in downtown Indianapolis. It's the biggest job interview of their lives if you really think about it, talking to teams about what makes them special, why they should draft them. It's really all sorts of fun here at the Indiana Convention Center. For us, coming up for you at 5, we go one-on-one with Jack Kaiser, linebacker from Notre Dame. He grew up here in Indiana, went to Pioneer High School, and then at 6, we got a one-on-one with NBC's Chris Sims talking about the state of the Colts. A jam-packed day here at the Indiana Convention Center for day 2 of the NFL Scouting Combine festivities. Stick with us. You won't want to miss it.
You got that right. We aren't going anywhere. And the Combine isn't just for the players and the teams. It's also for the fans.
And today, we're also getting an inside look at the NFL's Combine experience. Our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick shows us how you can get an up-close look at the top prospects.
More than 300 college athletes will be competing to be the next stars of the NFL right here on this field. And us fans can get a front row seat to it all. It's part of the NFL's Combine experience. Fans get a chance to watch future players test their skills, including the 40-yard dash, vertical jump, and bench press. There will also be live hosts giving context to drills, stats, and exclusive interviews, something that was previously closed to the public until 2017.
For us, it's really about filling the seats and creating this environment for our prospects, because they're going to be playing in NFL stadiums. They're going to be up against, division rivals and all of those things. So we used to keep it very sterile, but then, we worked with all of the clubs and the owners and the GMs and just talked about, we really want to make sure that we're opening up this opportunity.
Even though admission is free, fans still need to register through the NFL One Pass app. The event runs from Thursday to Sunday. And after watching the top prospects inside Lucas Oil, you can then come outside and test your own skills. We're going to give you a sneak peek of this one-of-a-kind fan experience coming up at 5:30. At Lucas Oil, Lauren Kostick, 13 News.
All right, looking forward to it. Today is a weather impact day. Sean, tell us why.
Well, we got some rain. We've had some rumbles of thunder. We actually had some around about 11 o'clock this morning. Storm came right through the central part of Marion County here. So nothing severe. We just want folks to know there's going to be some inconvenient weather around this evening. Outside of it, though, we're still seeing some temperatures that are well above average. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's get you ready for the rain that's happening now. Generally running from Lafayette to Logansport, and this will gradually expand a little more to the south and southeast throughout the evening. And this was the storm right there. Nothing severe with it, but had a lot of thunder and lightning, had a little bit of small hail. South of I-70 today, not far from 70 degrees. Seymour, North Vernon, Bedford, 65 in Bloomington, 65 in Shelbyville. And that will help fuel some of these showers and thunderstorms here a little bit later this evening, even around the metro. Even with the cloud cover we've had, we're at 60 degrees back-to-back days here in Indy. 52 in Crawfordsville, 55 this hour in Zionsville here. So temperatures above average courtesy of the southwest wind. Now we've got this front that's going to gradually work toward the east and southeast. And so what you'll see on Future Track 13 is a little bit of an expansion. There will be some rain, some rumbles of thunder potentially before we can get this thing out of here around midnight. But watch out for some storms. We'll have much more in the 7-day forecast here in a few minutes.
All right, Sean, sounds good. And we now know the name of the man shot and killed by Metro Police on the city's east side early Tuesday. It happened while police were responding to an incident near East Washington Street and State Avenue. The Marion County Coroner's Office identified the man as 31-year-old Adam Sykes. 13 News is still working to learn what type of warrants Sykes had out for his arrest and when body camera footage will be released in this shooting. And top administration appointees gathered at the White House this afternoon for the first cabinet meeting of Trump's second term.
Elon Musk was also in the room as the White House says secretaries take the advice and direction of DOJ and are working with Musk on his efforts to reduce the size of the federal government.
Our Washington correspondent Julia Benbrook is at the White House with all the details.
The cabinet meeting attendee receiving the most attention is not actually a member of Trump's cabinet. It's tech billionaire Elon Musk. According to the White House, the secretaries and their staff are in regular communication with Musk on his efforts to reduce the size of the federal government. While Musk, a special government employee, was not seated at the table with the secretaries, he was in the room and was asked to speak and take questions shortly after Trump started the meeting.
Elon is here to give you a summary of what's happening, some of the things they found, some of the horrible things they found, some of the theft and fraud, and we call it waste and abuse.
This after Musk's weakened guidance that federal employees would be required to respond to an email with an outline of what they did last week, or it would be seen as a resignation. Several of the secretaries then instructed their workers not to respond. Prior to today's meeting, Trump took to social media to say, quote, "All cabinet members are extremely happy with Elon." The media will see that at the cabinet meeting this morning.
Let the cabinet speak just for a second. Is anybody unhappy with Elon? If you are, well, throw him out of here.
During the meeting, Trump did admit that some of the department heads disagree a little bit with Musk. A White House official says that the goal of today's meeting was to touch base and to ensure that Trump's agency heads are, quote, rowing in the right direction. At the White House, I'm Julia Benbrook.
More to come. The Apple AI tool under repair after automatically typing Trump when users spoke a specific word.
Hey, what's up with that? We'll explain.
And imagine you're just trying to protect an online account and you get locked out. Head on What's the Deal? A cautionary tale, even if you're using some of the best security around.
Always looking forward to your help, Allison. Thank you. And let's take a quick look at traffic before we head to break. This is I-465 and 21st Street. We'll be right back.